Hey y'all, I'm back. And I decided to film this way because I can look at the camera the right way and I can talk to y'all better than filming, what is that, horizontal, and this is vertical. So anyway, or portrait landscape. So I decided to go portrait. So I am back. I have been away for a couple of weeks. I had COVID, and then right at the tail end of my COVID, I developed pink eye, and I've never had pink eye before. If you had pink eye or if you've had it, you know it's awful. It's very painful. I won't go into any details because y'all don't want to hear those. But I am back and I have missed y'all. And I thought that today would be a fun day to talk about why I still love Scott Baio. I loved Scott Baio when I was 16 years old. And this is kind of a funny video, so I just thought this would be something fun to wean my way back into the YouTube community. But I loved Scott Baio when I was 16. And this is the only celebrity that I have ever written a letter to. And if you know Scott Baio, or Chachi from Happy Days, or Johnny Loves Chachi, or Charles in Charge, he always wore a cross necklace, and I wanted that necklace. And not to mention I loved him. I had pictures or posters of him on my wall. I had Rick Springfield, and I had John Stamos. But Scott Baio was my one true love when I was growing up, and I wanted that cross necklace so badly. So I had a notebook that I would write in. My friends and I, we would write notes to each other, and we would pass that notebook back and forth. But later on in life, or later on a couple years later, that notebook caused me to get a butt whooping from my mother because she read in the notebook about a party that I'd had with a group of friends. So that was not a good idea. But anyway, I wrote in this notebook years before that how much I loved him. I loved Happy Days, and I wanted his cross necklace. I thought that if I wrote him, he would send me his cross necklace. And I probably could have gone and bought one, but I knew that it was real gold, and I didn't have any money, and I wasn't going to go ask my mother to buy one because she would probably thought I was crazy. But anyway, I was writing Scott Baio for his. I wanted his. I wanted him to take it off his neck and send it to me. And so I wrote that letter, felt good about it. And I think in Teen Beat or one of those magazines, they would list all the celebrities' addresses that you could send, you know, like to their agent or their fan club or whatever it was. So before I could get an envelope and get a stamp and get that letter in the mail, my brother, my butt brother, found it. Why he was in my room, I don't know. Why he was reading my letters, I don't know. But he found it. And I didn't know he was doing this. He brought it to the dinner table and read it to the entire family. I think maybe one of his friends were there. I don't remember. But I remember him reading that at the table and embarrassed me to no end. I think I cried. I can't remember. I know I cried. But I jerked that letter out of his hands and I tore it up. So that letter never got mailed to Scott Baio, because there is no doubt in my mind that if I had written that letter, he would have sent me a cross necklace. And to this day, I think I do have a cross necklace. I've had a few throughout my time here on earth, but I never had a gold one. Never had a gold cross necklace. And I blame my brother. But anyway, I still love Scott Baio at 52 years old. If you follow me for a while, you know that. You know I have a Chachi doll. That's right. I have a Chachi doll. And I have a Chachi Funko Pop. And they're all in my room, in my office, on display. I did a tour of, getting my office redone. This was originally a bedroom. And I changed it into my office because I work from home. I have my I Love Chachi t-shirt. I still love Scott Baio. And I follow him on social media. And every once in a while, someone will comment their love for him. And I'll post there that, I wrote him a letter, hoping one day Scott Baio is going to read that. So if anybody's watching this and you know Scott Baio, you tell him that Angela still loves him. But it's funny because I think it was last year or the year before. It might have been around COVID. I can't remember. But he was doing like this dinner thing with Scott Baio. And I told Hubby B, I said, if Scott Baio comes anywhere around me that I know of, I have to know about it, I am going to see him. And I think it was like a VIP dinner or something like that. And I am going if he ever comes. And I don't know if he's still doing it or not. I actually went to his Facebook account and I haven't seen one in a while. So, but yes, after all these years at 52, I still love Scott Baio. I've watched a couple of his Facebook Lives, and he's very political, and that's great. He lived in California, uprooted his family, moved from California, and I believe to Florida. What I think would be cool is to see him running for some sort of office. I could see him do it. He's still very young. Y'all remember the show he had, Single and 50 or something like that with Scott Baio? I watched that. Loved it. He dated some really beautiful women in his life. His wife is a beautiful lady. He has a daughter. I think she's a good golfer. But anyway, I just want to talk about, I found this shirt. What really triggered the video is I found this shirt in my closet. I was cleaning out and I found this shirt. And I thought, I haven't worn that in a really, really long time. And so I'm going to wear it and I'm going to talk about my love for Scott Baio. Because there just has to be somebody that watches this video that knows him and will tell him, yo, Scott, you got this old lady over on this YouTube channel that loves you, has loved you since she was, 13, 14 years old, something like that. And it's funny because if you've been watching my channel when, way back, we talked about Scott Baio then too. But anyway, just wanted to hop on, basically say hello, let you guys know where I have been. I'm back 95%. I still have, I'm back to about 95% well, and I just wanted to say hey, and that I missed y'all, and I thought talking about Scott Baio would be fun. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little crazy talk. I do this kind of thing from time to time. If you're not a subscriber of the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. I show some, I've really gotten into scrapbooking lately and some junk journaling. I'm still crocheting. If you know, I make hats and blankets for some local charities in the area. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. And until next time, bye y'all.